We are heading to Italy with home economist and cookbook author Emily Richards, and I just wish our viewers could smell how delicious this tabletop is right now. Wafting. So it's with prosciutto.
Yes, prosciutto di Parma. It's a little bit of Italy coming home to Canada, and it's celebrated throughout many regions because of its super high quality and delicious flavor that you can enjoy raw or cooked, as we're going to do.
Okay. What are you going to get me to work on first here?
The balsamic roasted pears wrapped in prosciutto. So we're going to marinate our pears. I'm going to get you to do the marinade, and it is a balsamic vinegar with parsley, thyme, mustard, and a little bit of garlic. So very, very simple, but it adds a lot of really nice flavor to the pears. And you can use whatever pears.
What's this?
That is a little bit of garlic that has oxidized a bit. So.
Oh, okay. I'm like, green garlic, that's cool. Still good.
I'd like to have the holiday colors for you.
Still good, thank you. No red mustard? Oh, come on.
Oh, I know, next time. I'll bring red mustard, I promise. So I'll put those in there. And then basically for about 10 or 15 minutes, you're gonna let them marinate so that the flavor of the balsamic goes into the pears.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch up the bowls here because I have some marinated for us.
There we are.
And then this is where our prosciutto comes in. And the prosciutto is going to be wrapped on the outside. So this is our pre-sliced prosciutto di Parma, and it has these beautiful little
dividers,
which are so, so helpful. But we're actually gonna cut it into these long, wise strips. Actually, they're perfect like that. So I'm gonna give you this one to hold on to. I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna wrap it. And you can actually do this part ahead. You can wrap them and put them onto your baking sheet ahead of time.
Okay, so just...
We're gonna wrap the pear.
Wrap it? Okay.
Yeah, just like this. And then we're gonna put it on our baking sheet. So you can do this part ahead and tuck it in the refrigerator and then have it ready for when you wanna bake it so that you have these nice warm pears. The pears, once they're wrapped in the prosciutto, go into the oven for about 15 minutes, and they end up having this really, really golden color, but what the prosciutto does is it crisps up beautifully, and that's what adds that nice little bit of saltiness to the sweetness of the pears. Thank you. And you really only need this half slice to get that flavor through onto the pears, which is absolutely wonderful. So I'm gonna wrap another
This is a good idea to do ahead of time.
Yes, for sure. And the other thing is you could also roast these ahead of time and then serve them at room temperature. So you don't really have to worry about the before or after, so that they can be served at room temperature. And then I'm serving them with a little bit of a gorgonzola cream. A lot of these Italian products are delicious with similar things. So if you love Italian cheeses, Italian vinegars like balsamic, they work really, really well together. Okay. So I brought a couple other appetizers to show you how to use the prosciutto. And this is another one where the prosciutto is cooked. So these are little cocktail tomatoes. Oh,
they're stuffed in there.
Yeah, they're in there. Okay. And then they're wrapped with the prosciutto and baked for about 10 minutes. So this is a beautiful first course with a little bit of baby arugula and a nice fresh burrata, or you could use some bocconcini on there. And then I drizzled some oil on there already, but you could put a little bit of balsamic. And again, that's a wonderful, wonderful appetizer or first course. Now, we always want little nibbles, right, for our drinks. So I have a couple of options for us here, and I'm gonna get you to build a little crostini. Okay. This is a little bit of ricotta cheese, and I just toasted some baguette slice and put a little bit of oil on there. And this is where the prosciutto shines beautifully because we're gonna enjoy it raw. It is only cured with the air, the salty sea air of Italy, and the sea salt itself. So it has that beautiful buttery flavor. And then
I'm gonna do both here.
Oh yeah, definitely do that. And then I like to add a little bit of chestnut honey to it. So that adds a nice little bit of zip and depth to flavor.
Now, where do you find chestnut honey?
So if you go to an Italian deli, they'll have it. You could also use great Canadian buckwheat honey will work here beautifully as well. So you see it has that nice deep color. And then I'm gonna get you to put some of that prosciutto right on top. Okay. Because again, that marriage of cheese and the prosciutto is so, so delicious.
There we go. They're telling me we have a minute left, and I know there's another one. So slap that together because the guests are coming in a minute, Emily.
They are. Last minute thing. One of my favorites is gorgonzola stuffed dates wrapped in prosciutto. So you, again, make these ahead. I have some in the skillet there that are just kind of warming through. Keep them in the refrigerator, and then once your guests arrive, you can just put them in the skillet and then pan fry them so that they're a little bit crispy on the outside, but nice and warm on the inside.
So are these ones done or not?
They need to be flipped. So if you want to turn them over.
Flipping them.
Some fresh prosciutto.
Thank you.
When you're going to the store and you're asking for prosciutto di Parma, you want to make sure that it has this beautiful protected origin symbol on it.
Okay.
And then they're going to slice it for you. They're not going to slice it like this, Annette, but they have meat slicers, but I brought my slicer just to kind of slice a little bit off here for you.
Nice.
Okay?
Okay.
And just enjoy this with some Prosecco if you want, a nice glass of wine, and have it with your company. It's buttery. It's got a delicious flavor.
And we have some Prosecco coming up in our next half hour. How timely, on the other end of our kitchen here. Emily, always delicious ideas. I'm looking forward to lunch today. Thank you.
Perfect.